Attention, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Supercell Airlines and the entire crew, I want to welcome you to our Clash of Clans flight to the Clan War Leagues. I'm Rooney Butler, your captain, and at our destination we expect Season 3, and obviously awesome attacks and maybe even some turbulences. But I'm pretty sure that my crew chiefs, Woody and Galadon, will guarantee a pleasant stay.
Well, definitely. I think our clan is hoping for a little turbulence in this war. They're definitely prepared. And thank you for the intro. Definitely is exciting to be back and watching the very first clans vie for Champion 1 in Clan War Leagues.
That's right, Galadon. We have got a cruising altitude of 30,000 feet, so buckle up. Today we have got some of the best bases, some of the most burly attacks in all of Clash of Clans, brought to you by a new clan joining us from China. They are called I Dream of Joining the Soybeans. My dream of joining the soybeans. Yeah. It's a loose translation, so we're just going to work with it.
Yeah, we're still working on that. Yeah. We'll figure out at one point. But it is Season 3. That means we're once again here 7 days straight with 15 attacks in total. And we will follow this clan through the whole journey. Hopefully, they will end up in a Champions 1 because no one is there so far. This is now the highest level we're at. As always, Champions 2, everyone wants to progress to the next level. And for that, they got 7 different wars up ahead. First one today, obviously, it is day 1. And as you might remember from the previous seasons, we also have something for you guys at home. And these are 2,000 gems that you can possibly win on our Twitter poll over at Clash of Clans. The question this time has to be your knowledge once again about all the units in a Clash of Clans. We want to know how many of those units actually have a pink eyes. So you can actually check that in the game. It is possible. We had to do as well because on some of the units weren't actually sure, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not something that you typically think of. I mean, I definitely have not made eye contact with a boulder.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Yeah. So you can choose between 0, 2, 4, and 6. Pretty easy, just as I said, head over to @Clash of Clans, take part in the pool, and you might end up with 2,000 gems that you can use to upgrade your account, your units, your heroes, whatever you need to actually win the next war. Talking about that war, it is the first of the new season. It is the first time that we actually have a Chinese team here. Last time we had the US, before that we had Germany. So it will be kind of interesting for everyone. I mean, they're coming from halfway around the world here to participate, and then be thrown into the studio and need to play here. Hopefully they cope good with it.
Exactly. You've got the pressure of being in Champion 2, jet lag, bright lights, us watching them, and the expectation of their countrymen and their fellow clanmates at home that they will promote to Champion 1.
That's right, Galadon. And for those of you who've been stuck under a rock for the past couple of months, here's how Clan War Leagues work. You get an entire week of competition. 8 clans are matched up against each other based upon their previous standings and their performance in past Clan War Leagues. And then they battle against each other round robin during the course of the entire week. The clan with the most stars at the end emerges from the top. And if you win a war, you actually get 10 bonus stars, so a little bit of an incentive there to keep the competition going. You only get 1 attack per player, though, and that's what really sets it apart from normal Clan Wars, Galadon.
Absolutely. 1 attack per player. Safe 2 stars, the word of the day, although as we move up, more and more 3 stars are going to be necessary to finish in one of those top 2 positions, because the top 2 promote to Champion 1. The bottom 2 go back down to Champion 3.
And all of that without any scouting, so that will be very interesting in today's attack. Before we dive into those attacks, we should actually talk to one of the players and get to know them a bit more since, hey, we stick a whole week with them. So let's have a short video about Packen.
我游戏名称就看到了，Packen。我在中国广东这边出生的。我是2013年3月份的时候开始接触到这款游戏的。那第一次接触的印象就是一款比较注重经营，还有同时又让人很有冲动去攻击对方的一个游戏。我喜欢的游戏，我最喜欢这款游戏的一点就是你同时可以 考虑到怎么去防守一个布局，同时又有很多方法去，也算是机缘巧合吧。当时我在一个冲杯，trophy pushing 嘛，然后就偶遇到了我现在的首领，然后就经过几次的比赛，就刚好去那个韩国的邀请赛，然后加深了了解，后来回来之后就正式加入现在这个部落了。常规每天都做的事情，可能就起床看一下游戏，然后坐车的时候看一下游戏，吃饭的时候看一下游戏，看电影的时候看一下游戏。
Even checking the game when he's in the movie. How?
And during his sleep.
During the sleep.
And when he's on the train.
Yeah,
on a
that's
plane,
how you get all the experience. I mean, we know that it's important if you want to be good at Clash of Clans, then you need to be in there all the time. New meta, new updates, new units, all of that needs to be in your head and ready to go for the next attack.
He checks the game when he's in the bathroom. He checks the game when he's on a date.
And speaking of new units, super excited to see in this war, we've got brand new units that we've never seen in a previous Clan War Leagues. You've got the Ice Golem, Stone Slammer, maybe the Bat Spell, and definitely I'm thinking we'll see some El Primos.
Hopefully, because I really like the new units. I saw how they tear down walls. That is very impressive. And hopefully, also impressive will be the first attack, Sylvia. She's starting for the clan here, and off we go.
Exciting to watch because here we go. She's breaking out with the very first attack, and you've got, looks like Electro Dragon. This is something I expect to see a lot today, the Queen Walk, but here you've got an Electro Dragon that's going to do some of the funneling work on the left-hand side there.
That's right, Galadon. Queen Walk is a very popular way to start a lot of these high-level attacks. That's an Archer Queen from the bottom corner there with a lot of healers to keep her nice and healthy as she starts to path around the base. That's going to clear away a lot of the trash buildings on the outside and make sure that those juicy defenses are the first thing that these Electro Dragons are targeting.
Absolutely. You can see a pair of Electro Dragons done a great job here of funneling. And notice today as we see what is going to be dominating multi-target Infernos, and that is likely because of the introduction of the Bat Spell. Although I anticipate we won't see a lot of Bat Spells today, a lot of that reason is because players have switched almost all of their Inferno towers to multi, which makes attacks like the Queen Walk that much stronger.
Bowlers and balloons, that's going to be a lot of splash damage crashing into the space. Pekka's and Wall Wrecker out in front to deal most of the damage and do a little bit of soaking for these big, heavy defenses. We see a Lava Hound flying out of that clan castle, a very popular clan castle troop because it has so many hit points.
Exactly. Queen went to work on it quickly. There's a freeze spell on a couple of defenses as the Lava Hound goes down. The healers have gotten that Queen back up to full health as the main group gets caught by the Tornado Trap right there.
Glorious Rage spell right on top of those heroes. They're going to be popping down a lot of these defensive structures, but unfortunately for Sylvia, a big Tornado Trap going off right in the center of that base. That's very difficult for these troops to get through, especially the slower moving ones like the Pekka. Finally, though, we've engaged this Town Hall, and it's looking like that 2 stars in the bag.
Yep, there's 70% right there as the units get the Town Hall down. The Giga Bomb goes off, but you've got a lot of big, high hit point units in the center there. Looks like just one healer left, and it's Abandon the Queen. She's going to wander off and not be long for this world unless the ability, oh my goodness, that is some restraint right there. Look at Sylvia waiting until the last second to use the Archer Queen's ability at the perfect time. Of course, still, she shakes her head as the archers go down to that giant bomb.
She still has quite a bit left in this attack, but unfortunately, these Pekkas are going to have a little bit of trouble getting through these walls. Takes a long time, and with only 38 seconds left, I'm worried that this might be a time fail, Galadon.
She could have used a couple of El Primos. Those guys absolutely melt through the walls. Speaking of the melting, you've got the Ice Golem in there that once it goes down should freeze these defenses, but you're right, Woody. Time is of the essence right here. There's no way these units are going to get out that backside. Even if they get in here, she's not quite going to do it. Very, very close to a 3-star, but she knows it's just not going to happen at this point.
Made use of the brand new Ice Golem. I'm really impressed by that attack. Couldn't get 3 stars, but what do you think there, Renee?
89%. I think we got a stable start for the team. It could be quite worse, we all know that, especially with those hard bases we have here.
Yep, and you got an Ice Golem out of that Wall Wrecker. It looks like, unfortunately, we didn't get to see the Ice Golem in action because the time ended there before the Ice Golem froze, but 6.25 seconds of freeze time from a maximum Ice Golem. That is a lot of time to stall defenses.
And the Queen was alive long enough, but still not long enough in the end, because we not only ran out of time, we also ran out of units that can go through those walls. We saw that. The last wall basically stopped the whole attack. Hopefully, will work a bit better for TK. Up next, the second attack of, like in my translation, it says a group of green soybeans. So there are different interpretations of that team name.
Yeah, the clan has a gentle name, a group of green soybeans, but they've got a serious task at hand.
Target King will be next up. He goes by the name TK, dropping a lot right off the bat.
Okay.
We got heroes up on the top corner and a big old stone slammer on the right side, the brand new siege troop.
Check it out. Listen to the excitement from the clan in the background. He's brought the bat spells because all of these Inferno Towers were set to single. This could be just what we were talking about. The idea of bringing in bat spells to annihilate a base that has the targets, the Inferno set to single. Look at them go, dropping them right on the air defenses. A lot of excitement from the clan. The Archer Queen uses her ability, single target Inferno up there. The bats are overrunning this place, Woody.
Lots of bat spells, Galadon, and lots of lava puffs too. It just seems like with these single target Infernos, there's nothing that these defenses can do to keep them off. That Expo is set to air mode, and it's popping a few of those flyers down, but not quickly enough. This poor Barbarian King just standing in the middle of the base here, wishing he had something better to do than to walk around with his sword in his hand.
There's no way that Stone Slammer even goes down in this attack unless it gets focused on by the single target Inferno, which it did. And these units just absolutely overrunning. Got to get these balloons in after that single target Inferno right here. And then it's only going to be the, looks like the Defending King, the Ice Golem right there, could be what slow things down. They've got to get this Expo down right here, though.
Yeah, I was ready to call it a crushing victory, but unfortunately, there's a couple of air defensive structures at the left side over here. The Wizard Tower is big trouble.
Yep.
And the Archer Tower can deal a lot of damage, but looks like the balloons are going to make it there just in time.
Oh, they got it. They got it. That's it. So now all the air units chase down the King. They know that it's a 3-star. Absolutely beautiful right there. Look at that. 10 bat spells. This is where we're talking about the meta of base designs having to change quickly.
Yeah, you said they will probably go for multi-target Infernos, but they didn't do on this base.
Big mistake. Big mistake right here. And this is perhaps a war base that has not quite migrated to adapt to the new meta that's changed. And now you see single target Infernos, once you've dealt with some of the Wizard Towers, they're going to get overrun by bats every time.
That bodes very well for the green soybeans. Not a single clan in this entire league has averaged more than 2 stars per hit, and yet they started off with 3 stars in their second one.
That is true. And we saw on the right-hand side graphic, you might think that's a bit confusing compared to the previous seasons. We're showing the attacks basically now 1 by 1, which means the result you see on the right during the attack is what the opposing forces did on the same attack. So they had 4 stars after 2 attacks. They have 6 stars now after 3 attacks. But we see our team over here, they got 5 stars already after 2.
Yep, they've done a great job. And here we go again. This is, I believe this is Q attacking. All right, so Q attacking. It looks like another lava loon. Doesn't look like any bat spells this time, Woody.
Q loves barbecue, and they say that they call him barbecue because he always says, "God bless my barbecue," before each attack. So he clearly is a guy with a very strong personality, and will be moving in hard with the Lava Hound balloon combination again. Not seeing the bat spells this time. He's brought 2 skeleton spells instead, Galadon.
Yep, so we've got a mix. We've got 2 multi-target Infernos and 1 single over there parked right next to the Archer Queen and that Town Hall. And again, look at this base. If not completely maxed out, very near maxed out, and that is something we are going to consistently see this season in Champion 2. Just Town Hall 12s, and most of them very nearly maxed out.
Stone Slammers gets some great value out that right side compartment. Gets the CC pull and is able to take those troops down very efficiently out the right corner. So without any clan castle on defense to worry about, it looks like Q's going to send in some of the ground troops here in the bottom corner to finish off that town hall quickly and then start the main phase of this attack, the aerial invasion. Still has quite a few air defenses to worry about.
Well,
one in the bottom compartment, but...
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the heroes are going to get one. Oh, nice free spell on the Queen in the Town Hall. So there goes your second to last air defense. And now there's only 1 air defense. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Just
You're
2
right.
in the
2
top
air
right.
defenses, top right. So those Lava Hounds, a pair, and then 28 balloons getting ready to move in right here.
And here they come from the right corner and moving up toward the top. Balloons spread with a nice bit of panache there. We're ensuring that they don't get targeted by any splash defenses, any air bombs that might be able to take them out. Nice free spell as well, taking that Eagle out of commission, and the single target Inferno behind is not too much of a threat for these balloons. Unfortunately, though, I'm not seeing much tanking left for this attack, Galadon.
Yeah, great timing on the free spell. Also stopped that air sweeper. That let the balloons get in there. They're going to take out the air sweeper and the Eagle artillery. Good use as the right into the core here. 2 haste spells remaining. So notice this is mostly haste spells. You don't see a lot of rage spells here because the haste is going to get those units from building to building. This base maybe built more to stop an Electro Dragon attack. These balloons doing a great job getting through just a few more defenses.
Unfortunately, they're going to fall a bit short here, though. We're seeing the skeleton spell at the last second. That might be enough to give a little bit of tanking for this balloon. It locks onto the Grand Warden, but it seems like there's just a bit too much on the back end. Too much junk in this trunk for Q to be able to finish it all off, and unfortunately that's going to leave us with just 2 stars.
Yeah, 5 seconds. We're counting down another high 80-something% attack. Beautifully done. No splash left, but again, time with these attacks is tough.
Still enough to lead after the 3rd attack by 1 star. I mean, starting with 3 stars is fine. 2 stars, that's solid. So nothing to worry about right now.
Yeah, I like the late use of the skeleton spells here, but unfortunately just ran out of time. The balloons did manage to get all the splash damage defenses down, but just too many outside structures, not enough cleanup.
Time heals all wounds, Galadon, but sometimes it also ruins attacks, unfortunately.
That's how it is. We know how important time is, and this time it wasn't enough to get 3 stars. Yi is coming up next. Obviously, he wants to try to get those 3 stars. I mean, right now it's pretty close. 7 stars on the side of the team that we got over here, 6 stars on the team that's playing on the internet. It's 8 now for them after the 4th attack. So they just need 1 to get tied.
Yep, so Greece has averaged 2 stars or on every single attack so far. And Yi coming in here trying to put up another 3, starting with another Queen Walk.
Yi plays very well under pressure, likes to have a drink at hand, but not this time. Unfortunately, he says that nothing can face him while he's playing the game, though, because he knows that if he actually does make a mistake and fail in his attack, he'll get kicked out of the clan. So he just got to always play at his best, and he says that that's why he's still here. He's one of the best players from the Green Soybeans, and he'll be moving in hard on a ground assault this time, using boulders.
Yeah, Yi a big fan of the boulder attack. You can see this ground force really moving in a tight group right here, headed towards that town hall. You see the jump spell spanning about four different compartments right there. As the Lava Hound again comes out, the Archer Queen's going to deal with that while the bowlers and the P.E.K.K.A. try to get to the core. Great free spell on the Inferno and on that town hall. There goes your town hall for the 1st star.
Oftentimes we see a lot of witches paired with bowlers, and I'm kind of curious why you think he might have chosen to just go with the bowler composition this time, Galadon.
Well, I think there's probably a few different reasons. One being those Inferno towers, another being the way he sent them in. Rather than a wide spread, he didn't want witches on the outside. Sent everybody in through the core. You can see the Barb King cleaning up on the top. Another great freeze, or if that was an Ice Golem freeze, either way. Great job with the free spell there, stalling some units, but he has lost a lot. You still have Lava Pups that are chasing down some of his units in the core.
Yeah, that's going to be the definite 3-star attempt. Any remaining CC troops can make things very difficult, and unfortunately that Archer Queen kind of walked around the opposite edge. Instead of helping out that main thrust of the attack, she's going to be now stuck on that top side trying to pop down the rest of these pups. Does manage to do so, but I think that things are just about running out of steam here, Galadon.
Yeah, the healers kind of abandoned that Queen. There is a lot left. No major defenses except for maybe an Expo. But again, yeah, this time, not so much time as it was just horsepower from this attack. You can see, I mean, they're still working up here, but just probably don't have the oomph to get it done. A couple of goblins, last-second goblins there.
Well, the Queen does get a little bit of a break here. That P.E.K.K.A. is going to wander out in front of her to try to draw some fire. P.E.K.K.A. still has quite a few hit points.
Spoke too soon. I think these guys are thinking 3-star right here.
Really? I mean, it's still definitely possible.
3 loons left. And that P.E.K.K.A.'s got a lot of horsepower. Now, here comes the Expo. So the Expo will take out the Queen. But you notice what they did. He waited to drop the balloons until the Expo was targeting the Queen.
Okay.
Oh, now it's out of range.
Hang on, the balloons are going to drop the Archer Tower. Expo's the very last one.
Right
I think they got it.
Right on top. Is it going to go? Is it going to go?
Wait, hang on. There's another building somewhere.
Oh, it went. Where is it?
Where's the last
Where is
building?
it? No, there's a Tesla at the top. Oh, I can't believe it.
In the top
I cannot
corner.
believe it. With 29 spectators in the game, time is going to run out. That troll Tesla stops the 3-star. Oh,
If he just held on to one of those balloons, could have dropped it right on top, but
absolute heartbreak.
see it.
Oh, man.
Well, we talked about that the previous season, those troll Teslas in the corners. And this time,
Absolutely. It's such an elementary strategy. You throw a Tesla out there, maybe a builder hut, and you could tell that they started to celebrate, and then they started doing their calculations. Wait a minute, we're at 98%, and I see these buildings left. They knew suddenly something was wrong.
that one last corner stopping the team from getting another 3-star, but it was more than a solid attack that we saw there. It was really executed, enough power behind it, but at the end there was a troll Tesla there in the corner, preventing a 3-star. Up next is Ken.
Oh man, you bet they're going to learn from that one. Again, you know, it's tough. I mean, you really get focused. I mean, we were focused. You saw where we were focusing as we were moving the iPad around. We didn't see it either until the last second. Sometimes you have to keep track of the percentages and know, exactly what's left. But again, I think that right there, if you don't drop those balloons after the expo, that you wouldn't have had enough to get to the Tesla. So it was a tough call.
Ken is a bar operator from Madrid, Spain. He's been there for over 10 years, and he is certainly going to have his fill of this base. We have a mass miner attack coming on in. Lots of heal spells to keep them nice and healthy. Starting off with this Queen Walk in the top corner, and some heavy troops over on the right side as well, with this Wall Wrecker and an Electro Dragon to stack on top.
Yep, brought a couple of freezes there for that single target Inferno. See the Queen Walk go in top left. And now the Queen has to use her ability. Looks like we're going to be working on the Town Hall as the Queen tries to get out of range of the single target Inferno.
2 dragons inside that Wall Wrecker. An interesting choice here from Ken to try to take out this Town Hall early. Unfortunately, that's just going to be a bit too little, and he might have to divert to plan B now to try to take his Town Hall down a different way. He might wind up going an opposite side with his miners.
I'm guessing the miners
from
come
top
in.
right corner now.
Yeah, the miners come in after that Town Hall. You see the Barb King on the far right there is going to complete the funnel. Queen on the left, King on the right, miners down the middle, and the Town Hall easily goes down. Doesn't need the Warden's ability there as the miners dip under that Giga Bomb. And it looks like they're going to get stalled, though, by the Barbarian King for a moment, which can be tough.
Yeah, he almost certainly wanted to use those miners on a different portion of the base, maybe to take out that Inferno Tower over on the left side. When he saw that Town Hall was still standing after the first initial wave of this attack, he knew that 3 stars was out of reach. Still, though, he can get the 2 pretty easily here and still has a little bit of a chance left to get a few more percentage around the very edges. There is an Eagle Artillery up, though, and so that's going to kind of prevent him from getting much more, though.
You can see how bad the combination is of miners versus a Barbarian King, as we saw it right there. What looked like a huge group of miners completely stopped by that Barbarian King right next to the Town Hall.
He was able to keep all the miners away. And obviously we saw that the first attack on the Town Hall, not really what he wanted to do, or was he anticipated there.
Yep, there's your Warden ability, trying to keep those miners up, as with the heal spell. But look at all those defenses firing down, and the Ice Golem out of the defensive Clan Castle, Woody.
59% in the end. That was our, let's say, I have to say, worst attack of the day. We'll see if Jason does any better for his team. Right now, it's looking good for the Chinese power. I'm so sorry.
Hey,
someone had to say it.
It's a 2-star. It's a 2-star, and that's what Greece has averaged up to this point. You can see on the right-hand side, Greece 6 attacks, 12 stars. So we're still doing okay, but absolutely, when you're planning these attacks out, the plan B is always going to make sure that you get that Town Hall down, and that was critical.
All right, just needs 1 star to catch up to Greece, but 2 stars would put them ahead. We are now watching Jason, who told us before the event that he loves drinking warm milk. In the morning, warm milk. At the bar, his friends ordering drinks, he gets the warm milk. Right before bed, warm milk.
All right, you're making me thirsty, Woody.
Hey, you need some water? I got some down here. No warm milk.
I'm telling you right now, the Queen is thirsty for the lava pup, so she's trying to get that lava hound down. You've got an Ice Golem in there in the center, as she again gets stalled by another lava hound in the Clan Castle. There you go, as they're going to converge. She's going to work on getting those down. She's got the healers helping her keep up, and the Ice Golem moving around towards the bomb tower. Ice Golem's going to be up, so we'll see what happens when that freeze finally does take effect, as your miners are coming in right down here bottom left.
At the very bottom of the base, and they'll get closer and closer to that Barbarian King. They don't have too much trouble taking him down, though. They're going to relock as soon as he starts to swing away at those support troops, and I think that he's a little bit worried about this multi-target Inferno, but inside that heal spell, they should be just fine, right?
Yeah, that Barb King, though, look at the stall on those miners. Luckily, most of his miners went elsewhere. That Barbarian King is still up. He's got to come back and grab the Warden.
What?
And the Ice Golem is going to go over the jump spell. Town Hall goes down.
No.
That is tough right there. I'm telling you, Barbarian Kings, it's a very key strategy if you want to defend. Putting Barbarian Kings next to Town Halls, very effective for stopping 3-star attacks.
Well, it has definitely stopped the 3 stars here. Those miners definitely need that Grand Warden in order to stay healthy. And oh no!
And the Giant Bomb and the Wizard Tower, that's a tough one.
Well, I think
the Archer Queen is still up.
Still has a little bit of a chance. It's kind of hard to gauge the number of miners that are still up in this attack, but I think there's plenty of defense to be able to take them down, even with another heal spell to try to keep them up.
Well, I remember Klaus always telling me, you watch it, how fast the buildings go down. That's going to give you an indication of how many miners are left. But look at just the sheer number of hit points left in these buildings up here. 4 elixir storages to get through. That is a tall order for these miners, who are not very tall. They're pretty short.
Right. Well, it's kind of hard to gauge their height when they're underground, too.
That's a good point. But wow, look at this. Another high 80% attack. And again, solid, but not quite what they were hoping for. Last units burning down. Maybe one more elixir storage. Looks like now we know. There's only one miner. Just one miner.
Well, his favorite attack is Lava Loon, so maybe we'll see that from him tomorrow. Grab that 3-star anyways.
Could be. Got to be versatile. That's the thing. These bases call for different attacks. And it looks like it's going to be, what, maybe 88%? One more minion getting through it, but definitely 2-star.
Was missing out the last attack there. That would be 88%. It was just one attack missing of the minion. That means after 6 attacks, we're leading by 1 star.
Yeah, again, like Woody pointed out, the heal spell working to keep up some of those miners. They kind of split up here. You see right there, you've got a group that stalled on the Barbarian King, and that's tough. I mean, you see that almost constantly now. It's one of those things about base design metas. Barbarian King near the Town Hall.
13 stars for us here in the studio, 12 stars in front of this attack at least, for the enemy. And up next is someone we always discuss about the name. Hulgi.
Although I did talk to him right before, and he prefers to be called 1G.
Okay.
Oh, that's way easy.
Huh?
1G, there we go. 1G is up next.
1G, he's actually, his first language is Portuguese.
Oh, wow.
Which is interesting. So he's fluent in Portuguese and Chinese, and we'll see what happens right here as he brings in, well, a lot of everything.
Yeah, he told me before the attack that he loves brainless strategies, just dropping all his troops and hoping for the best, but that is the opposite of what he's got this time. I see Archer, Goblins, Wallbreaker, Balloons, all sorts of different troops being brought in here. I think that the main thrust of this attack is going to be the 4 Lava Hounds, though. That's going to be a lot of tanking for whatever he chooses to make the kill happen with. Out the right side, though, you see that CC already going down to the Archer Queen.
Absolutely, and check out the spell selection though, Woody. 6 bat spells. Now we do have a multi-target Inferno off to the left, and Wizard Towers are absolutely just annihilating bats. So it's going to be interesting to watch what happens here when there's this interaction between the bat spells, that multi-target Inferno on the far left, and it looks like at least 5 remaining Wizard Towers.
Very nice timing on that free spell, able to take out the Giga Tesla for a little while there and keep that Inferno Tower out of commission. Pop in that Archer Queen ability just in time to finish off the first star. And here we go with the main thrust of the attack. All 4 Lava Hounds to the same air defense.
Yep, in comes the Stone Slammer in behind as well. Watch it annihilate those walls as it moves through. Single target, multi-target Inferno. So no doubt he's hoping that he can control that multi-target Inferno with maybe the balloons, with the Lava Hounds, as all of that spells are deployed.
It spawns a whole lot of bats and causes a whole lot of mayhem really quickly. Those bats starting to do a little bit of spread damage up to the north side.
There it is.
Though, what are they doing up there?
Inferno Tower went down, so now it's just a pair of Wizard Towers that he's got to deal with right here. And it looks like, unfortunately, most of the bats are gone. Man, you've got Wizard Tower that's firing on these balloons. You got the Lava Hound at the last air defense. Queen is still healthy. Look at her. She's got her healers.
Just doing almost an entire bottom to top sweep of this base. These dragons have done a ton of damage already. They're pretty tanky, and paired alongside that Lava Hound, they are holding their own. Balloons and Lava Pups out the back left corner are still going strong as well. We got 40 seconds for this cleanup.
This looks solid. I'm worried about time, Woody. It's going to be close right here.
Oh, I think he's got it easy. He still is holding
Queen
on
is
to
through the wall.
minion.
Queen is through the wall. You have, what, 3-4 air defenses left. Balloons, got a dragon. I love the diversity of units right here. Lava Pups moving in. 23 seconds. It's going to be a little bit close. Did we just lose the Archer Queen?
Or the Archer Queen, yeah, that's the killer.
16, oh, I can't believe this. Now the last unit's moving in. You've got a Tesla. Oh, this is so close. 11 seconds. Seven structures. They know this is going to be tight. Hopefully this is all there is. 6. Oh no, 5, 4. I can't believe this. It's going to come down to one structure again. No, I can't believe it. It's a 99 again. I cannot believe what I am seeing right now. This is the second 99% 2-star that we've seen in this war. Just, oh my gosh, they're just absolutely crestfallen right there. You see, it's saying it wasn't even a defense. It was an elixir collector, Woody. Losing my mind right now.
I thought it would be an easy cleanup with that Archer Queen, but unfortunately, she got some unlucky targets from those defensive buildings. The healers were just not doing their job. They didn't keep the queen up.
Don't blame the healers, Woody. Don't blame the healers.
Yeah,
they did the best they could.
Yeah.
They're sensitive like that.
I completely blame them.
I mean, flying around, healing always the right unit while people are shooting left, right, up, down. That is stressful. Boy, it's not easy. Once again, they have been super close to a 3-star, but didn't manage. But never mind, they were leading. Now they're trailing by 1 after attack number 8, and it's their 8th attack, and it's LMF.
Well, LMF has shaken off that last 99% 2-star, and I haven't yet. I haven't gotten over that attack. I still can't believe it came down to an elixir collector right there. And again with the queen walk, it's just, I don't know, Woody, I need to drink of water or something, man, after that attack.
Well, LMF is an expat. He's from what Hamilton called the greatest city in the world, New York. He says that his kids think that he's a professional gamer, and I'd say that's a pretty fair description right now. He's out here in beautiful Katowice, Poland, playing in the Clan War leagues. Clash of Clans.
I'd have to agree with everything you just said there, Woody. I think New York City is probably one of the greatest cities in the world. And it's funny because he said he comes home, and the first thing he does when he comes home is he plugs in his iPads. So his kids think that he's at work all day playing Clash of Clans with his iPads. And so when he first comes home and he plugs them in, they're like, oh, this is what my dad does for a living. He plays Clash of Clans. My kids actually know that I do that for a living, which is kind of different. But all right, let's watch this queen walk as the Lava Hound Baby Dragon come out, poison spell there. And where's the Archer Queen? It looks like she's doing okay. The rage spell keeping her up.
Underneath those CC troops, it's kind of hard to see her, but just below that Lava Hound and somewhere next to the Baby Dragon, there is an Archer Queen popping these pups now. We got the main thrust of the attack, though. It's going to be Mass Miner from the top left corner, going to be going toward that Town Hall very quickly. Still has a couple of heal spells left to try to keep them nice and tidy.
Here we go again, though. Barbarian King, watch out for that interaction. Looks like he's going to chase down, oh, beautiful right there. He chased down the attacking Barb King. That leaves the miners alone with the Town Hall. And you know when they get alone with that Town Hall, what do? They destroy it. Underneath they go, and ooh, they took some damage from the Gigabomb that time. The King's pad, the King's throne stalled them, and they took some massive damage right there.
That was an unlucky break for LMF. Usually those miners are underground when that Gigabomb goes off, but that King altar just being right next to the Town Hall meant that unfortunately they were still above ground. Soaking that damage is not what he wanted to see. Nevertheless, the attack started off pretty strong. Ouch.
Now the giant bomb,
and this multi-inferno is going to cause some trouble, Galadon.
Yep, and that Tesla farm, you had 3 or 4 Teslas right there in that same area. The Archer Queen trying to catch up to the attacking force, but there's a lot of this base, a third of this base left right here, and it looks like that was it for the miners. Wow, 29 spectators watching, and the Archer Queen, she's only going to get so far. She still has her ability. Obviously, she's probably going to need that if she does turn that corner. But yeah, having to use it early right now, and you have that single target Inferno that's in her path as well. So another, it looks like maybe we're going to be in the 80% range, but probably not a 3-star.
I'm really impressed by the clanmates coming in to spectate and watch these games. That's one of the greatest parts of any of these Clash games, is just being able to see how your clanmates perform when it all comes down.
It's so tough, though, when you know there's that many people watching, you know, especially in the studio like this. But even players at home, they suddenly look up and they see that many people watching the attack, because obviously, you know, you've got 15 players that are actively playing, but up to 50 that could be watching you.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Still, they managed to have 2 stars, at least 2 stars, on every single attack, so that is a solid day so far. While we head into attack number 9, which will be led by Tong, and he wants those 3 stars. Obviously, we know every single star in Clan War Leagues counts. So going for 3 stars is always a good thing.
Absolutely, and it looks like Greece has dropped one. It looks like maybe they had a 1-star attack there. 9 attacks used, 17 stars. So we're tied on stars. This is going to be the chance right here for you to, which attack, who is this attacking? Who's going to be pulling ahead? This is Tong. Yeah. And he should be able to pull them ahead here. Another Queen Walk. Gotta love this. If you don't know Queen Walk, especially with all of the bases switching back to multi for the most part, definitely a great attack to have in your tool belt.
That's right. And Tong is actually one of the veterans of this clan. Tong has been playing for a very long time and has been at the top of his game for a very long time. He was actually a member of the championship team from ClashCon 2015.
Holy cow, I remember that team.
Yeah, coming back to the main stage here for Clan War Leagues, performing very strongly with Lava Hound and a few Hog Riders mixed in there.
Yep, and all those healers are taking a beating right there. They moved finally out of the range of that multi-target Inferno. That was tough. And is that a heal spell right there? That's a jump spell. That's a jump spell. I'll try to recognize those as best I can. And there's a rage. That's going to get that queen healed back up. You can see the Barbarian King and his units moving around the right-hand side. And uh-oh, Ice Golem. This attack might go cold.
Unfortunately, that Ice Golem's a little bit too slow, and the Archer Queen targeted onto the Dragon first. That is exactly what Tong wanted. This free spell not getting very much value at all on defense, as there's no buildings that are targeted onto the Queen right now.
Yeah, that Queen really gave that Ice Golem the cold shoulder, as she didn't worry about those defenses because she was out of range. And it was chilling for a moment, but I think things are okay. Yeah.
If you start singing Ice Ice Baby right now, I will stop you there.
I see. All right,
stop.
In come the balloons heading after that Town Hall. Great freeze spell there. Balloons are going to get caught in the tornado trap, though, and the freeze may expire before the balloons get there. The Warden's ability, perfect timing. That's going to keep those the balloons, safe from the Gigabomb.
We got plenty of haste spells keeping these balloons right on target. They float pretty slowly, but they sting really hard, Galadon. If you get them right above there into the target, they will take that out lickety-split. That's
Listen to the clan. They're excited over there, man. Those reactions, they know what's about to happen. Stone Slammer is still up, and this has definitely got 3-star written all over it.
Sorry, Nico Slot, but this time you got slammed. You got stone slammed.
They know what's happening. They're celebrating right here as there's just storages left right now. There's even a Lava Hound that didn't pop. One last haste spell, tons of balloons, and this a bit of an overkill 3-star, but the second 3-star for this clan definitely going to put them in a commanding position right now.
They had the chance to pull away, and they used this as best as they could. 3 stars here. It's definitely something to look forward to, and they will pull up to 20 now, while their opponent is on 17.
Yep, a 3-star lead, and you can check out the highlights at the end of this attack. Look how many units are still remaining, and your Archer Queen with the healers. Beautiful.
A deadly hit from Tong, scoring the second 3-star hit today, and a strong contender, I'd say, for MVP at the end of the day.
That's true.
Not telling people yet. Obviously, we'll have honorable mentions and MVP
it's not been
later.
decided yet. I'm just teasing the MVP, Renee. Let me tease.
No, but by the way, next attack is done by someone from us.
What?
Yeah, it's like, his name is Talent. We are the talent of the show, right? So
that's
basically one of us.
That's debatable, Renee, but you know.
Well, it's debatable if we have talent,
right,
but
yes.
we are talent on the show.
Well, you know who is talent? Number 12 for Green Soybeans as he comes in here. Looks like, he's got 10 Hog Riders this time. Loving the diversity right here, and 5 different spells.
The Green Soybeans have had talent in video conferences before while they're doing the planning for their attacks, and they say that he looks just like El Primo, recently introduced to the game to promote the launch going global of Brawl Stars, Supercell's brand new game. So it looks like he didn't bring any of the El Primo characters this time, but nevertheless, he's with him in spirit, I'm sure.
Yep, and you know what that wall wrecker is going to come into to do that wall? It's going to punch, punch, punch. Right through that wall on its way to the Town Hall. You can see the Queen Walk going to run into the Lava Hound one more time. Look at that big group of bowlers moving in as support right there.
Rocking hard and heavy. Talent is going in strong with the 1st star already claimed. That CC is going to be popping out pretty early, though, and those Lava Pups are going to cause some trouble for these bowlers. They can't shoot up, and with the Archer Queen out of commission, what's going on here, Gally?
Beautiful timing. The Barbarian King moving down the left-hand side of the funnel, letting those bowlers move in through the core right there. That was great use of the Barbarian King to make sure that everybody headed down into the center. You still have got a Rage and a Heal left, and a massive number. Oh, here come your Hog Riders, left-hand side. I was wondering where they were coming in.
Finally, they're starting to make their strike. A big old Hog Parade down the left side of the base, and they're going to be cleaning up some of those defensive structures outside on the bottom. We still got a cannon, though.
Look at the balloons. Gosh, so many different. This is what I love to see. So many different units coming in for different functions. Watch the balloon clean up that cannon right there. There the cannon goes down. In the center, lots of bowlers. Archer Queen, oh, she's found her favorite target right there. Oh. She's working on that wall while everybody else has moved off to the right-hand side. I don't know why she cannot see the path. It's like a maze, I guess, but there she goes. She finally gets through. She's going to help out at the bottom. But suddenly, things have started to thin out over here. You got a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s left, but that single target Inferno, that's going to be a tough call, and so is time.
Yep, 1 minute remaining here, and I think you're right, that single target Inferno over in the right side compartment is going to be the biggest challenge.
The Queen's on another wall. This is killing me. Are you serious right now? Look at this pathway. Right here, Archer Queen, right here. There's an open, no, okay, she went through that wall. She got there. I just,
she can go her own way.
She definitely made her own path right there. She took the road less traveled, Woody, but unfortunately, lots of defenses left up here and only 23 seconds remain. It's going to be tough. You've got the Queen's ability and a free spell. And a free spell. So, you know, honestly, if you have the time, this would be close. You've got a solo healer right there. You've got an Archer Queen. You've got a free spell for. Just missed the Expo, unfortunately. And this is going to come down to time. But
shoot the barracks, shoot the wall.
Close.
Shoot the wall.
95%. Wait, did you want the Queen to hit a wall again?
Yeah, I love watching Queens hit walls. Well. I mean, if you don't like watching Queens hit walls, why would you ever play the Archer Queen?
Must have enjoyed that attack then. All right, so here come those Hog Riders on the left-hand side. And again, these advanced war attacks that use so many different angles, so many different troops. Exciting to watch, but very, very difficult to plan.
I tell you, that Queen was simple-minded. She was just like, there's the wall. This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. And it's just right in there. It's like, that's the wall, that's mine, I'll take it. And she did. Unfortunately, they took 3 stars in the end due to the Queen being slightly too much into walls. Let's see if Johnny can do any better on the next attack. And as you can see, with 1 attack less, they're still leading. So that's their chance to really build a gap here.
You know, that's what she was singing, but that's not her theme song.
What is it?
What is her theme song?
To the window.
To the wall.
Okay. All right, let's stop. Let's stop right there and let's get into this attack. As you can see, another Archer Queen at the bottom of your screen, maxed out, waiting on the healers this time. Now watch, you can see that we haven't dropped healers until the Archer Queen gets through that air defense. Unfortunately, losing a healer to one of the Seeking Air Mines, that coconut loon as we call them, trying to get in there and probe, came in a little bit late, and we lost 1 of the healers. Now the Rage spell. Watch the balloon get in there, take that Archer Tower out.
This number 13 attacker is named Johnny. He's a doctor who never sleeps. He's always online and ready to clash. And those are the type of people who have the most experience with lots of different attack strategies. His favorite is the ground attack. So we see, not lava house, excuse me. We see balloon, or golly, I can't say the right word.
You'll get there
bowlers,
eventually.
Bowlers and witches.
And you know what else we've got for the first time today? We've got El Primo. That's right. 4 El Primo units are on their way at some point, probably going to work their way through one of these walls, maybe towards the top. You can see this attack is kind of rotating around the base rather than heading into the core. Here they come. Punch, punch, punch. Where are they going to go? They're going for defenses first. They're going to go after that Archer Tower up there. And then it's hard to say if they'll go after the cannon or they'll go up and after that mortar. No, looks like they're not going to go either. They're going to go inside. So they take the easy route.
Downside of these ground attackers is that they have to path around the walls, and especially when they get clumped up like that right next to a dragon, that can mean doom for the ground force. Nevertheless, we're going to still see this kind of split-prong attack now. Some of the troops going north, but the bulk of the attack still down on the south side. 2 heroes paired up with a couple more El Primos. They deal a lot of damage to walls, don't they?
Oh man, it's absolutely annihilation that those walls receive from these El Primos. And the funny thing is you look at the hole they create, they just go through 1 wall section. And it's something we're really not used to seeing because you've got that splash damage from a wall breaker that'll sometimes break 2-3 sections of walls at least. Watching those El Primos go through, sometimes you have to keep a close eye on them and watch which path they've created.
Archer Queen doing a little bit of a Tokyo drift here thanks to that tornado trap, but she's not going to be able to dish out any more damage in this attack. 30 seconds left for this Grand Warden to get a little bit of chip damage on these outside bases. I see a minion up top as well.
Yep. Looks like a 72% or so attack. But again, letting every structure go down that they possibly can, because you never know. I mean, it's better safe than sorry. No reason to end an attack early. What if it comes down to a tie?
That's right. In a tie game, if the stars are even, it's the attack percentage that will determine the winner.
All right, so there is your highlight, and in come those El Primos towards the core of this base. Nice to watch them go through here. After they go through that jump spell, they're using some of the other open walls, but man, they just blast through walls. It's exciting. It's actually a shame that they're only a seasonal troop.
Yeah, stars didn't align here for a 3-star attack for our team. Let's see if Yang can do any better. We're in attack number 12, so later half of the first day. So far they did very well. I mean, 2 stars everywhere, 59%. That was our lowest so far. So let's see if Yang can top that out and bring us maybe another 3-star. I want to see one. Give us one.
Absolutely. So, hey, Woody, did you get a chance to talk to Yang about his pregame ritual? I'm just curious.
You know, I didn't. That's a pretty interesting one, though. Clean up my toes. Yang clearly has got his mind on the right sort of things here. I don't think he's actually playing with his toes, but I don't want to rule it out by necessity.
Well, I don't know that one either, but you
clean your toes up before each attack, too, right, Galadon?
Well, I would hope so, but you can see Yang also is, his name here is YYNNNN, which I took to mean yes, yes, no, 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 no.
Exactly what I say near the end of pretty much every single one of my attacks. Yang actually also has 2 kids, and he says that he cares deeply about his family. He actually gave them permission to delete the game. If he ever gets too addicted to it, he said, you know what, go ahead and delete it. So before each attack, he says, I love you very much. He goes to his family, he says, just give me 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Tries to not get too sucked in, you know?
Well, great free spell right here on the Town Hall. Good rage to help keep that queen up, and you see the healers trying to keep her up through that air defense there. Now they're going to be safe. Archer Queen going to get out a lot of high-value defenses right here. And now, ooh, a couple of ice golems. So 2 ice golems. This will be interesting to watch this interaction between the ice golems and the Archer Queen.
We got an Archer Tower and an Inferno Tower locked onto her now, and she is frozen solid. Fortunately, those healers are raged up, and they're going to be able to keep her nice and healthy through the fire and the flames.
And the key right there is that those healers were just out of reach of the freeze. Had that freeze caught the healers as well, totally different story. Healers keep the queen up, really nothing but time delay right there. And time could be of the essence right here, Woody. We're just over a minute left, and we're just getting our first look at the miners.
They're starting to burrow in that top section, but I think you're right, Galadon. With only a minute left, this is going to be a tough pull for Yang. He's not even gotten that 2nd star yet, and as these miners finally start to cross that halfway point and target onto this Eagle artillery, they're going to get a nice little heal spell to keep them nice and healthy. Still lots of splash damage in that center compartment of the base with a multi-target Inferno and 2 Wizard Towers just raining down Hellfire on them.
Yeah, listen to the excitement from the clan. I can't tell if they think this is going to be a 3-star yet or not. It looks like there's plenty of power left from the troops to get through, but you're just about 30 seconds left, and you have almost a third of this base to go. The miners are quick, but you've got no spells remaining right here.
1 little loon left in tow, but just going to use that over on the right side of the base now to try to help out with the Archer Tower. It goes down pretty quickly.
It's going to be so close again, Woody, as we've got 15 seconds left and about 20 structures left, though, unfortunately. And the miners, the queen, everybody working together, but it looks like we're going to have a time fail on our hands.
Unfortunately, we will once again, Galadon. We were north of 90% now, but just couldn't manage to get all 3 stars in the bag. Nevertheless, we are going to see a lead now for I Dream of Joining the Soybeans. It's 26-23, so that's a nice little 3-star advantage now.
That is a comfortable lead with 12 attacks complete, but once again, I think that maybe those ice golems, a big part of what stalled this attack longer than he had hoped, and just had the units, not the time.
Wasn't enough to keep the queen alive. I mean, we saw it. Normally we say like, oh, the queen walk was a bit too short in the end, fell short, didn't get the 3 stars. Everyone was still alive, but then time hit you right in the face. Make sure that you can't have those 3 stars. Lala, one step a bit more luck for that attack. Maybe getting 3 stars. Let's see.
Absolutely. Again, you know, it's not just about the stars they score against the Grease clan, but what stars they can accumulate in these wars that will total up at the end of the week. Only the top 2 clans get to go to the first ever Champion 1 League.
Lala is a very pensive planner, doesn't talk much in voice chat, but very chatty in text, talking with his clanmates about the best ways to attack certain bases and planning and strategizing. We see in this case it's going to be a mostly ground attack, even though he does love to use Lava Hound and balloons. He's going in with the P.E.K.K.A.s this time. We're seeing quite a bit more P.E.K.K.A. play recently in the past couple of months, Galadon.
Yep, the P.E.K.K.A.s really coming in a lot, and especially because what you see one more time, all the Inferno Towers are set to multi, which is tough in a situation like you've got here, as the healers are going to need a heal spell in order to keep up. But that definitely makes big units, strong units like the P.E.K.K.A., the heroes, much stronger in attacks like this. That's a tough call at the bottom, though, as those healers are just trying to get out of range of that multi-target Inferno.
Absolutely devastating damage against one of the most important attacking forces in this setup. Those healers do manage to survive, but with an Expo targeting onto them now, they're not going to be there too much longer. The Queen Walk is pretty successful, though, and we're going to see the main thrust of the attack in the top corner now. It's bowling, bowling, bowling time, and they've landed a strike on that Town Hall.
They sure have, and that's your second star, 57%. The Queen Walk is still working down at the bottom of your screen as bowlers go flying. All 3 Inferno Towers are left, though, and this is going to be tough one more time. Good freeze in the center. Kind of stopping everything. Maybe that was a, was that another ice golem? Oh, man, those things, oh, it's just been so much fun to watch those in action. And that looks like quickly whatever was in the core got wiped out there, unfortunately, but another solid 2-star. And they've got to be happy over there. Lala putting up the 2-star. Again, this is going to be the strategy that we see from most clans, making sure that you never end up with a 1-star attack. Much more important than the 2 versus 3.
Yeah, I would imagine that Lala made a bit of a miscalculation there, hoping that that Inferno Tower would go down on the outside or at least not fry those healers. Losing the Queen Walk on the bottom left a lot of those defensive structures still up, and that was just dealing too much splash damage for the ground troops up on the top left compartment to be able to handle.
Exactly, and that's one of the interesting things about the way the dynamics work, single versus multi. Single is tough on the Queen, multi is tough on our healers.
You can't really find a way through them. That's how it is. 28 stars. 28 stars they got.
Yep, 2 more stars from this attack from Lala, so they have pulled out to a 4-star lead with, I believe, 13 attacks down.
Yeah, they have another 2 attacks coming up, so it's not over yet. There's still a chance to have even more stars and punch their opponent a bit more. Make sure that they stay on top, and it's LP up next. 14th attack for the green soybeans.
Yep, so right away we take a look at the Inferno Towers, all set to multi one more time. We've got Queen Walk Minor, and looks like a Stone Slammer in store. So it'll be interesting to watch where that Stone Slammer goes. Now it should come in here and watch the Stone Slammer on the bomb tower annihilate these walls right here and create a path for the Archer Queen to move in, and that is obviously what L period wants to happen as the King is moved out to the right to try to funnel to the right of the Town Hall.
All right, the Queen's getting in nice and close here, but that CC is going to start distracting her pretty soon. We see a Witch coming out of there, and that's great placement on that poison spell to be able to take out her skeletons and get some good damage on her, Galadon.
Yeah, that is nice to see. Definitely prepared right there for the Witch to come out. Archer Queen gets that Town Hall down. Barb King's funnel is down pretty quickly on the right-hand side. The heroes taking out nearly a third of this base, but more importantly, the Town Hall is down, and the Barbarian King, which is the absolute worst enemy to the miners, is going to be out of the way before a single miner hits the field.
Chop, chop, chopping through that Archer Queen, but her Royal Cloak ability keeps her nice and healthy. She's going to pull out the rest of that CC and pop it down so that it causes no more problems for these miners. They're taking a little bit of damage out the right side thanks to a few bombs and some skeletons spawning out there, but with the Grand Warden helping them out, and not too many splash defenses on the right side of the space.
Yep, and
they're going to be pretty strong.
Your first heal spell goes down well timed. You can see this really narrow path. Notice how the funneling has created an extremely predictable path for the miners, and that's going to make it that much easier to predict with a heal spell exactly how to heal as many as you possibly can. Here, almost every miner is in that second heal spell.
Not deterred at all by that tornado trap either. Thankfully, they're going to finally go for that Eagle Artillery. It can cause a lot of trouble for little packed up troops like these miners, but they're getting a little distracted by that Archer Queen out there.
Yeah, did you see them? They gave up on the Eagle Artillery, went after the Archer Queen first.
There's just one little lonely miner who said, nah, forget that. I'm going to keep going on this artillery. pops it down, but I'm still seeing a lot of defenses here. Multi-target Inferno at the bottom and the top of the base. That Grand Warden going down, and we've passed the 2-star mark now. It's not a complete failure. LP probably hoping that he got a little bit more value out of those miners to finish off that bottom multi-Inferno, but where are these wizards going to be going now, Galadon?
Well, every attack planned definitely going for a 3 stars. We've seen that today. These attack compositions are 3-star comps every single time. But the safe 2-star, definitely the way to go. And the 3, they're stretching, they're hoping, and especially once you get to the last days in this war, 3s are going to be critical. So we're looking at those miners again. Looked like they were okay, but with all the heal spells expended and that wizard tower, any sort of splash damage, very tough for miners to deal with.
30 stars achieved. That's what LP did. And now we got this lovely young man. We had him on the video when we started the show. Packin is up next, he says. First thing he does in the morning when he wakes up is checking his game. He checks it in the car, in the bus, everywhere. And so he should be aware of, hopefully, all the stuff that could keep him away from 3 stars. Let's go. Last attack of the day.
Heckin said that before each attack, he plans out what he's going to shout if he does manage to get the 3-star victory. He focuses on the win, and he says that when he focuses that way, he's able to realize the victory. Unfortunately, though, he's up against a very tough opponent. A.K.A. Patras from Greece is the #1 defender, Galadon.
Yeah, look at that Archer Queen just barely staying ahead of the damage as the rage spell. She doesn't use her ability, and that right there is the demonstration of an extremely experienced war attacker, the ability to hold off on the Archer Queen's ability until it is absolutely necessary. A lot of players would have hit that Queen's ability seeing her in the red, but he held off Pekkan, and now he's got that ability for later on in this attack. Hopefully, she's going to get in after that jump spell and take that Town Hall down for the first star.
Barbarian King going to make a little bit of a loop around the left side of the base. We see the Giga Tesla being activated now. That Town Hall is fighting back. That Archer Queen can deal a lot of damage single target though, and with her early lock, she's going to claim that first star easy. Rage spell to keep her nice and healthy with those healers out back.
Finally, yeah, the rage got in there, and again, she still has her ability. She's gotten through that Town Hall, and the Barbarian King was a key right there. He actually distracted one of the defenses that had been firing on her before. That allowed, again, Pekkan to save her ability, and you've got 27%. We've got Lava Loon and Stone Slammer. Oh, Stone Slammer's moving in from somewhere right now, Woody.
Oh, where's it at? Over on the right side of the base. And the main thrust of this attack has been started. 2 Lava Hounds to soak damage for this aerial attack as we have a ton of balloons back in tow. Haste spell going out now to help those balloons try to get onto target even faster. We got a few air bombs coming out there, and that's going to be causing a little bit of trouble. Thankfully, this Grand Warden's keeping them nice and healthy.
Yep, and the attacking Archer Queen just barely took out the defending Archer Queen ahead of the balloons. Look at that Warden's ability, protecting every single balloon in that attack as they pass through. This is looking super solid against the #1 base. Wow, right now, Woody, I don't know. This looks really good to me.
It's a great start. There's only a few air defenses left, though, and unfortunately for Pekkan, they're kind of on the outside of the base. It's difficult for these balloons to path all the way outside the walls to find these archer towers. Still, we have a full health Archer Queen down on the left side of the base. 45 seconds left, though. I think she just might run out of time, Galadon.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many cleanup units you have at the top. There's only 1 defense left at the very top. There's that Archer Tower. It's about to go down with 30 spectators watching. Again, going to be a big issue of time. Dropping in more minions. Everything's cleared out. It looks like there might have been a building on the far right.
There's still a chance.
Are moving over.
The clan hasn't started celebrating just yet, though. They know how close this one is going to be.
I think he's got it. I think he's got it right here.
15 seconds left.
Watch out.
Minions go. Haste spell on the top corner.
That storage. Watch out for that elixir storage at the top. That is going to be key. 8 seconds. Final 2 structures. Here it goes. On. Come on. 4, 3.
Hurry up! Come on!
Oh,
Yes!
got the 3-star.
100%.
Wow, look at Pekkan stand up, hold his hands out. He's like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen that entire time.
Easy. GG.
Oh my gosh, these guys, I can't catch my breath with some of these attacks.
They wanted to give us something really crazy till the end of the 15 attacks. That's what we were going for.
What a way to wrap things up right there. Once again, time is of the essence. And man, Woody, look at this. I honestly didn't think they were going to get the elixir storage down in time.
Pekkan says, "Are you not entertained? Give me a harder challenge next time. What do you think you're doing?"
Man, these guys, and they obviously didn't need the 3-star, but what a way to wrap up this war against the #1 base, annihilating it, complete devastation and destruction.
You call that a defense? Not against Pekkan, the man with the plan, pulverizing the #1 attacker. Or defender, actually.
Number 1 defender, absolutely the highest ranked base. And again, in Champion 2, we're seeing almost exclusively Town Hall 12s and mostly maxed out. And
it almost goes without saying for a lot of these clans that we've had here in the Clan War League studio, but that's a win. That's a win. They just won their first clan war.
That's huge. And they stacked us some 3 stars, over 30 for this clan. And I think Renee's down there talking to some of the clan members right now. Let's go ahead and hear what they've got to say.
Thanks, man. I'm over here with 1G, who managed another great attack today. It was one of those 2 stars, and hey, they had so many 2 stars. Everyone did a great job on a day number 1. I'll give you that. So it will be a bit easier. So, day number 1 is in the books. You guys flew over here all the way across the world. How's your first day in like studio environment arena instead of playing from home?
那第一天来到波兰，就来这里打了一个联赛。那你对这个有什么感觉和看法呢？
波兰很冷，首先，然后今天感觉大家都有一点紧张吧，但是打出了正常的水平，对。
Firstly, I think that Poland is really cold compared to home, and I think it's the first day. Everyone seems a little bit nervous, but I think we still managed to perform.
It is obviously a bit colder over here. We got snow actually in Katowice over in Poland, so might be a bit different. But yeah, you said that there was a solid performance on day 1. You managed to get, let me have a quick look, 1, 2, 3 stars in total. Do you think now that you got used to the environment and to the studio, you know what to expect when you come in tomorrow for the next day? Will it be easier for you guys to maybe even get more 3 stars?
那看到你们今天的表现，好像打了3个3星嘛。那现在你也说了，第一天嘛比较紧张，但表现还不错。那你觉得你将来的表现会如何呢？
我觉得明天，然后到比赛结束，大家可能就是这个紧张就会没了，对。然后希望能带给大家很精彩的表演，对。
I think from day 2 onwards, we will be less nervous as we know what to expect, like you said, and I hope we will bring an exciting performance for the audience.
I'm pretty sure that we will see another exciting performance. Obviously, one thing that might be interesting with your clan is actually you're all 12. You're all Town Hall 12. So how do you decide who's going up against which base?
那你们的部落蛮特别的，因为大家都是本级12的。那你们是怎样的去考虑谁攻击谁呢？
大家都是会先去挑比较擅长的流派，然后就看阵，自己觉得能有信心3星的就挑哪个，对。
I think we hold a clan discussion, and we will look at the enemy's base layout, and depending on our preferred strategy of attack, we will choose which layout we think we can score a 3-star with.
Pure planning, and it paid off for them. They had 3 stars in today's war, which means it will probably be a bit harder for us to find the right honorable mention, the right MVP, because everyone was great, right, Galadon?
Absolutely. I mean, we saw, what, 3 3-star attacks there. That one at the end was clutch, but there was some really impressive attacks and a lot of 99s. I think we had a 99 or 100 episode all wrapped up in today's attacks.
We sure did Galadon, but I got to say, those 3 stars, especially that second one, I was really impressed by how TK did, but it's going to be a difficult decision for our friends at the back who are going to be deciding who the MVP of the day is. We'll get a chance to see those best attacks in case you missed them one more time and break down the clever strategies that claimed a 100% hit.
Absolutely. Such a variety of units being brought today. You could see for so many different purposes from so many different angles. Exciting to watch every single attack.
That's true. I love the last one. You know, like all those heartbreaking moments, last-second decisions. That's what I like about Clash of Clans, and we had many of them for the last seasons. But it's time to have a quick look at the actual bracket and get an overview of this Season 3.
Well, you see the first round and how it's been broken down. There's still a few minutes left in this Clan War League Day 1, but nevertheless, we see a clear victory so far from My Dream is to join the Green Soybeans. They've got 33 stars, the most in the entire group. But in the other rounds, it's breaking down a little bit lower. 30 stars for Mafia Rantau, but they're in second place, Galadon, and they seem pretty far behind.
It's really interesting to see where you got all these clans here at maxed out Town Hall 12 or near it, and you're not seeing a lot of 3 stars, or at least not averaging over 2 stars. The last clan to attack could at the most get 28 stars. You only had 1 clan that had achieved 30. So right now the Green Soybeans looking super strong with those 3-star attacks.
Great start into Season 3, and the standings will be a bit easier. I mean, we're only in day 1. There's so much in front of us. So who's leading?
Well, there you go. Green soybeans.
Our heroes are leading. They have 33 stars, and that puts them at the very top of the pack. In fact, they'll be gaining another 10-star bonus because they won their very first war. And so for their next 6 days, they'll be competing to stay at the very lead. You got to be in the top 2 at the end of the week if you want to advance to Champions 1 and get even better prizes. Remember, each time you compete in Clan War leagues, you earn those delicious Clan War medals that can be used in the shop to get all sorts of great stuff. You can unlock hammers or brand new decorations that you can only access from the Clan War League shop.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see when we do match up with Mafia Rantau, because I was just looking at their round. They only had their opponent score 25 stars against them. So when we see that matchup later on this week, that will be one to watch.
I would just be afraid. It's like, who wants to take away first place from the Mafia? Do you really want to go that far for some hammers, decorations? No.
Hammers are powerful things.
Hammers are powerful. We know that. So probably be worth it to go up against the Mafia. Let's see. They will do that this week. We'll see that matchup. That's the cool thing about Clan War Leagues, that we see every single matchup of the team that we have here. And that brings us over to our part where we finally tell you guys where we think we're the best of the day, the honorable mentions. So hopefully you guys choose wisely on their honorable mention. Give us the first one, Woody.
Well, I will gladly do that with a bit of a drum roll, please. We'll get a chance to see the next attack. The attacker is on screen right now, and so why don't we go ahead and do that epic reveal. The first honorable mention is the number 5 player, Yi.
Yi, all right, fantastic. See him honorable mention and watch his attack right here. Interesting thing about Yi, he owns his own construction business. And in Clash of Clans, he loves to build bases. So you could say he's an architect by day and by night.
Well, he's building by day, but he is deconstructing right now. This base is about to get pulverized by 3 P.E.K.K.A.s, 15 bowlers, one of the heaviest ground assaults that we see in this setup. Even a wall wrecker in the mix there to deal some more damage and get these troops onto their target.
Exactly, Woody. I remember you brought up the fact that he was bringing bowlers without witches in support. A little bit unusual, a massive, really heavy ground attack. And again, like you observed, the P.E.K.K.A.s moving in. I'm actually really excited to see P.E.K.K.A.s moving back into the meta.
Well, those witches do sometimes have trouble with the multi-targeting Infernos, and that's what you see in this defensive base. 3 multi-target Infernos set up cause a lot of trouble for witches. So instead, hey, if you can't take the small guys, then bring in the heavy firepower wall wrecker and P.E.K.K.A.s to soak that damage, and they're not troubled at all by a multi-Inferno.
Exactly. That just bounces right off their back, or virtually, as these units move through the core. Great attack to watch, exciting to see. And, you know, it's one of the things about these updates that are coming more and more frequently now with Clash of Clans is to watch the meta of base design change and of attacking change. And you really don't have a unit that's not useful. You see all these different units being brought, even Hog Riders at Town Hall 12, which a lot of people didn't expect to see. Everything has a purpose. And this game right now, I feel, is really well balanced at Town Hall 12.
To everything, there is a season, and the season is destruction right now. Yi is coming on in for the fall of this base, and we'll be crushing this right side first. I think if he had gotten a little bit more value out of that Grand Warden, he might have been able to clean up with a 3-star here. Does notice that little tricky Tesla at the bottom and finishes off with a balloon, though.
Yeah, just like you called when we saw that one attack where the Tesla didn't go down. You had that Tesla right there go in at the bottom and take that single Inferno or single Tesla out, and one balloon gets the job done.
Sorry, I have a little bit of a sniffle there, but yeah, it just got the job done, and still quite a few troops looping around over on the right side. One of the things that we keep in mind when we're trying to figure out who gets the MVP and honorable mention awards is how creative and unique is the army composition that you bring. So oftentimes we see a lot of NAS miners, we see a lot of lava hounds protecting balloons, but whenever you bring P.E.K.K.A.s and then bowlers, but no witches to complement them, that's something interesting. That's something that almost got 3 stars here and very nearly grabbed that last expo as those balloons were floating in.
Yeah, I mean, this was such great timing right here with the balloons coming in. They did turn and focus, and then if you zoom out, what nobody noticed until the very end of this attack was that Tesla at the very top of the screen. And man, the reaction from the clan, that was just heartbreaking when that was left behind.
MVP of the defense was that troll Tesla at the top. These troops are going to wander around for about 10 seconds trying to find their mark, but it's a bit elusive for them, Galadon. 99% though, that's worthy of an honorable mention.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well done.
It definitely is, and I'm pretty sure we could do that troll Tesla now in gold. It deserves it, right? If it's MVP of defense. We should paint it gold for next time. So you can have forever that gold Tesla up on that corner.
Hey, you never know. We've got a golden Barbarian King statue, golden P.E.K.K.A statue. Why not a golden Tesla statue?
Told you. Calling it here, right now. But we needed a second honorable mention because we had so many good attacks today. And I'm seeing Woody is ready with that attack. Woody, who is it?
Oh, I am rip-roaring ready to go over here, Renee. We have got another beautiful attack lined up for you next. It's on the screen and ready to reveal. The attacker's name is Tong. Tong was the number 4 player from the Green Soybeans and used a Lava Hound Loon strategy, but I think you'll be pretty impressed by how it finishes off.
Absolutely. You see, again, lots of spells. You even have the 3 Hog Riders in there as well. So a variety of units. And the Stone Slammer is so useful, especially since that slight mechanic change to the Stone Slammer since its introduction. The fact that it's going to one-shot walls that are adjacent to defenses that it's dropping on.
Balloon's still right on target. Unfortunately, the geared up Archer Tower there does a little bit too much damage for them to make their mark. This Archer Queen, though, has still got plenty of juice left, and she gets her kill before moving on to the next target.
Yep, starting the Queen walk far away from that single target Inferno and far away from the Town Hall. A little bit of confidence there. We talk about players going after the safe 2-star. And this right here, maybe not a safe start, but I think a lot of confidence from these players in this clan, knowing that they're going to pick up at least 2 later on in the attack.
Yep, a lot of times these players will actually come in with a plan A to try to get the 3 stars and then switch to plan B if things aren't working out so hot, but can't say that about Tong. Tong's plan A was worthy of the 3 stars the very first time around. This Archer Queen making a great loop around the right side of the base, and this is why you pair her up with so many healers. She can go really far, now taking down the clan castle, one of the key defenses of the base, and then who cares about this freeze from the Ice Golem?
Yeah, I'd love to watch that. The Golem can be so dangerous if maybe they're going to freeze the healers or they're near defenses, but right there, out there by her lonesome, no worries about that freeze.
So now with over a third of the base destroyed just by these heroes, we're finally going to get into the main phase of the attack. 5 surprise Teslas, all 5 of them there at the bottom compartment, trying to trick some sneaky attacker, but not going to work this time. Those balloons are going to lock right onto their intended targets and finish off the Tesla and then the Town Hall almost immediately afterwards.
Yeah, this was tough as they got caught in that tornado trap, but watch the perfect timing right there of the Warden's ability, making sure the Giga Bomb doesn't do anything to those balloons. They can move on safely and annihilate the rest of the base.
That tornado trap actually triggered pretty early, and by the time the balloons kind of finally got into the range, it kind of like slingshot them right into the Town Hall. So not what you want to see on defense at all, with a Stone Slammer coming in finally at the top corner of this base. Tong had no worries about the 3-star. Plenty of time left for these troops to get a little bit of cleanup done. Minions swooping in over on the left side. And there were no Troll Teslas this time. All 5 going down right next to the Town Hall. Easy peasy.
Absolutely. No defenses remaining. Balloons are moving on to the storages. Time was a little bit close on this one as well, but getting the job done one more time with what is probably the strongest attack strategy right now at Town Hall 12.
It was an impressive performance that we saw there. I mean, 3 stars, what else can you say about that? Even if it went down to the very last second, but it seemed to be like a common thing for this team. It's like letting us wait until the last second.
Exactly. Yeah, very, very close matches on time.
We're not letting you guys wait until the last second, because you can actually win 2,000 gems over at Twitter at Clash of Clans. We had that question a bit earlier today when we started this show. We wanted to know from you guys in a poll on Twitter, how many units in Clash of Clans actually have pink eyes? And you can look that up in the game, obviously. It's a bit testing your knowledge. Otherwise, you would need to check it. Either 0, 2, 4, or 6. And before now any of you guys give me the answer, because we know, obviously, we know.
Of course.
So obviously, Galadon knows, and he's a content creator. He knows
for 6 years. I know all this.
Name all of them. Galadon.
What? No, don't do that to me, Woody.
Who?
Golem.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Golem.
1.
All right, P.E.K.K.A.
2. Electro Dragon.
No.
No?
No.
Was it try? Can I bring the baby dragons?
Regular dragon has.
Regular dragon.
Regular
Oh, it was a regular dragon. Okay, that's 3.
It's not the bull. Healer.
No. She summons skeletons.
Oh.
Witch.
Okay, you're right.
The witch.
Yeah, the witch.
4 is the right
Healer's
answer,
got some
guys.
weird eyes, though.
Who does?
Healer.
Oh, yeah,
What's wrong
like
with
but
healer?
golden
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh, that's right. They're golden.
Your
They
gold
pierce
is
your
not
soul.
pink.
All right, James Bond. Okay. So 4 is the right answer? Fantastic.
What's the right
Learn
answer?
something new every day.
And gold is not pink, but just to make sure that everyone knows. So you might end up with 2,000 gems for your account. Check out Twitter. There'll also be the reveal. As far as I know, yeah, they always post who is winning. Talking about who's winning, we know already that the clan today won their first match, but who got their big award? Who got MVP, like the first MVP of Season 3 here in Champions 2? That also means the first MVP of Champions 2 at all. In total, for that, we got a reveal for that. It is MVP, day number 1, Season 3. Here we go. Pack-in is our MVP, and I would more say, like, instead of becoming MVP, you should probably pay our health insurance, because whew, that could be a heart attack next time. Waiting until the very, very last I think the game time was already below 0, and even the game was like, does it make it? And there was another half second in there. Just like the code not being sure, like Matrix not being on point, and then he made it.
I don't know. That was crazy. Either way you look at this attack. I mean, you're attacking the number 1 base. You're the last attacker of the day. To pull off an attack like this was majestic.
Pack-in was packing heat, moving in hot with those lava hounds. And of course, the balloons are always cleared to wreck those defenses. We saw the Inferno set to single in the top left, and only one multi-target Inferno in the bottom right, but I think that was a pretty easy target for the early stage of this attack, right? I can't quite remember which way the Archer Queen goes, but didn't have to worry too much about just one multi-target Inferno.
Exactly. You can see keeping on the far side of both multi-target Infernos, and then the jump spell right there to help guide that Archer Queen in after the Town Hall early on. Then the use of the Barbarian King over here on the left-hand side just to make sure that she doesn't wander around the outside and avoid the Town Hall.
He keeps her on a tight leash, and she's able to target the correct defenses as a result. Barbarian King's going to kind of wander around at this point, but the Queen goes straight for the Town Hall, exactly where you want to see her, hopping right over that little wall, and with a cleverly timed freeze spell, there's nothing to worry about this Giga Tesla. It can deal a ton of damage, but not when it's frozen.
Exactly, and this is what we were talking about, saving that Queen's ability right there. The Rage spell's helping out, because later on in this attack, especially because she's going to be heading towards those single target Infernos, you want to have that ability in hand just in case.
It can get a bit dicey there toward the end if you don't have your Queen ability. That Royal Cloak is very helpful, especially when a lot of different defenses start to target onto her, but with so many healers still up and keeping her healthy, there was not a whole lot to worry about there in the early stages of this attack. And here you see targeting that multi-target Inferno first. Pack-in sends in the Stone Slammer, the brand new siege troop. And you know what? I haven't seen a whole lot of the battle plan ever since the Stone Slammer.
No, exactly. You haven't.
Is the Stone Slammer just better, Galadon?
Well, it is. It is in most cases, I think. And right there, you know what I just noticed from Pack-in? I think he deployed. He used 6 fingers at the same time to drop 6 groups of balloons. I wanted to watch him when he did that, because that was crazy. That is some serious timing right there. Those balloons surgically dropped into this base, and they are just going to look at. They've already swept all the way across the other side, wiping out everything in their path.
I think I've done a 4-finger deploy, but I can't even imagine the planning necessary to get 6 fingers on there to get just the right spread of these troops to make the 3-star happen. But Pack-in did it. He prepares very hard for each of these attacks, and was clearly very excited when he did manage to grab that 3-star at the very end. It was getting a bit close here, and I was kind of worried that this might just wind up being a 2-star, but with the balloon getting the drop at the very top Archer Tower, that was exactly what he needed to clear the 3.
Exactly. I noticed the first time we watched this, I wasn't sure where those minions came from, so he dropped them late to clean up on an elixir storage that was left on the right-hand side. And then, unfortunately, they target the Barb King, which obviously does not have to be downed in order to get a 3-star on a base.
Right.
So that kind of stalled things, made things super close. And at the very top of the screen, I love the use of the haste spell as time is just about to run out.
That haste spell might have actually won him the game. If
It's
he had
possible.
gotten those pups and the minions on that elixir storage just a tiny little bit slower, we might have still had a few hit points left on there with a 99%.
Yeah, once again, it didn't fall short. We saw others falling short today on 99%, not managing with 3 stars, but not for Pack-in. He actually went for 3 stars. He managed to do so. Even on the last second, and I know Galadon, we all survived it. That's good. Because there will probably be more of that. Like, after seeing it today and how often they really went to the last second of the match, I want to see the rest of the week. I mean, this is day 1. We got another 6 days of awesome attacks. Whew. That would be
Exactly.
crazy.
Well, if you recall, at the beginning of this war, I predicted they would end up with 34 stars, so I was pretty close.
Quite close.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
33.
I can definitely agree on that. He
33,
did.
and
He did.
those two stars, super close attacks. And man, these guys, I think they're just going to get stronger as the week progresses because the nerves maybe going to get shaken off a little bit. This is their first time out here in the studio, and I think we're going to see some really impressive attacks later on this week.
Well, everyone remembers their first time, and clearly they're going to take what they learned here on their first time and improve in future attempts. They have day 2 coming up tomorrow, and a pretty difficult clan that they're going to be going up against. The Green Soybeans have got another Champions 2 team. I can't pronounce their name to be sure, but good luck to them. And it's going to be some more great clash and excellent base layouts, fantastic attack strategies as always.
Yeah, awesome attack strategies. Talking about that, let's talk about Clash of Clans Clan War Leagues.
Okay.
Clash Challenge. I just wanted to once name all of that in just one row, since, you know, there had always been awesome attacks when we went into the Clash Challenge, and the Caster Desk was able to score an impressive, I think, over 2 seasons so far, 2 points. That's what we did.
Is that right?
Yeah,
It sounds really bad, and it actually is that
What the
bad.
heck did you guys do in Season 2 while I was gone?
Probably that was, I mean, you can prove it now.
Oh.
You're in.
Well, we
You're in
gotta-
for
we
Clash
gotta get
Challenge.
better. We need to
I can
get
tell
better
you a
at
Clash
this.
Challenge
Okay.
today is who can
What
do
is
the
a
best.
Clash Challenge? What are we doing? What is a Clash Challenge?
Okay, Clash Challenge, just for everyone who didn't watch
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2, probably means head over to YouTube and rewatch them because they were great. But Clash Challenge is the more, let's say, relaxed part of the day. We play mostly the desk against the players over at the player desk in different challenges. Sometimes it's blindfolded Clash of Clans, sometimes it's nose deployment. Then we actually you had to answer specific questions like name a lake, name a city, name a country, with a specific starting letter. And every single time you did so, you were allowed to actually place 1 unit. So we had different matchups and different ideas to actually get the desk to win. Took us until that game, by the way, to win on Season 2, just to say that. But yeah, first Clash Challenge is who does the best tornado trap celebration dance.
Right. Right.
I just want something
Or
like
something
it.
like that, yeah.
No,
Or close.
Well, we
Or
see
close.
15 very hardcore try-hard attacks where we try to get as many stars as possible, and then to kind of ease things off at the end of the day, we just like to do something fun. So, have you explained what the Clash Challenge is today, Renee?
But it's not. It's obviously not the tornado trap dance.
Darn.
Because yeah, I know you really enjoyed that on the
I
first
practiced
one.
all morning. I
Yeah,
really did.
but we are playing, basically someone is allowed to not look at the pad, someone is the eyes, someone is the hands, so it's like a team game. For the desk this time, we decided, since Galadon obviously said we only lost in Season 2 because he wasn't there, Galadon is in. Galadon, you're the hands, and
Okay.
I'm your eyes. Because I decided you're a content creator of Clash of Clans, you really need the practice, you really need someone next to you that can teach you about the in and outs of that game, in-depth strategies. They couldn't be any better than me.
Bring it on, Renee.
I
Let's
can
do it.
lie without getting red.
Let's
That's
do
so
it.
amazing. Okay, let's. So I will go in front of you.
Okay. Where's
Don't
our
look,
friendly
don't look
challenge?
over my shoulder.
My
He's actually
favorite part
pretty
of the
big.
stream coming up
See
right
that?
now.
Where's the friendly challenge part, Woody?
You know, I
Yeah,
can
you
put a
need
friendly
to
challenge
post
in the
challenge.
game
You
for
need
you
to
guys.
post a challenge. So I will just stay here.
Okay.
Good luck,
Look good
boys.
as
You ready?
always.
Good luck, lads.
Renee?
That's your
deep
one
breath.
chance. Yeah,
Deep
that's
breath.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If you
wait,
want to come a bit close,
Wait. Okay.
that's not good. You got the
Yeah,
hat?
a bit closer.
There we go.
Gus.
No,
A bit closer.
Woody, keep
No,
your hands
It's
okay.
off
getting
me.
warm, and I don't want to get
Warned you
out of
about
my
this
jacket.
earlier today.
All right, I'll do. Wait.
Okay.
I will accept the attack. Otherwise, you will never
Oh,
make
that's
it.
thank you. That would help.
Yeah. So you got archers, a P.E.K.K.A, witches, and these are the new
El Primo.
the punchy guys.
Can I look before we start the attack? Is
No,
that
it's
legal?
too
At the
late.
base?
It's already
No,
started.
no.
It's already
You're
started.
ready?
What? You started?
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
hold on, where's-
Let's have a quick look.
Okay.
Let's start with the queen. Queen's in the middle of the pad. Down low, queen. That's the queen. Yeah, tap it.
I'm good. Okay.
Bottom left. Bottom left.
Bottom left, bottom, like here?
That's that's totally fine.
Okay.
Team her up with some archers maybe, just to.
Okay.
That's
Where are the
left
archers?
guns. Left. Far left. There's still some pad left. It's big pad, I know. Yep.
Is that
No.
it?
To the right. Yeah. Put them on. Yeah.
Wait, did I just hear the queen die?
I don't know.
Renee?
Your
Renee,
hand
what
is
are
in the
you
way.
doing?
The queen
You
died.
killed the
Why?
queen. No,
okay,
come on, let's
no,
go.
No, Bobby to right.
What?
Barbarian king. Barbarian
Okay.
top right.
I need to.
Can you?
top
I have
right?
no clue what I'm doing.
Okay,
actually.
give me
All right,
something else to
no,
hit.
Okay, no, that's the P.E.K.K.A. Two
Yeah,
P.E.K.K.A.s.
yeah.
Where?
With the- Top right.
Top right.
With the barbarian.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Easy.
Barbarian King! Barbarian King ability!
Okay, get
Top
to the
everything at the bottom!
right.
You got it!
Okay, left.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
do
what
the
now?
punchy guys. 11 of those punchy guys. I want to see them.
Yeah, you got it.
put
You got
them
it. You got
on,
it.
put
Oh
them on.
no.
You got them?
No, yeah, you
Put
got it.
them
You got it
on.
again.
Put it.
There you
That's
go,
not
there you go.
even the map.
Farther out. A little bit
Okay,
further.
the warden. Put
Okay,
the
you
warden.
got them all. You got them all. Where's the warden?
Right.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Top.
Yeah.
Put them on. That is not even
Bottom, a little bit further.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you're good.
fine. There's a raid spell. Do the raid.
No.
Where?
Get the rest of the troops first.
Okay,
There.
there's which is left, bit left. No, bit left.
You got it.
Yeah, no, right.
fine.
Yeah, that are the witches. Put them.
Oh.
Put them. No, it's not the map. That's
fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, we got it.
Okay, now what?
And we got some spells. So yeah, no, left. No, not that.
You just need to spam the
spelling.
spells.
We're
You're
not
going a little
winning
fast.
yet.
Spam the
It's
spells.
31%, man.
What?
Don't destroy my strategy.
Come on, no, you're not.
No, that is just. All those words
What's
in my
left?
head I
What's
can't
left?
say on the
What's
live
left? What's
broadcast right now. You sweat spell the out of this, basically.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to say that. What is he doing?
I got this.
Do you ever play Clash of Clans?
I feel this.
Is it because of me? You're kindly distracted by...
3
like,
stars?
Yes. There are 3 stars available and you managed 42%. That is really bad. I have to tell you that. That is like... I
blame the navigator.
We need to... Why?
Well,
I was still laying out the strategy, and
Yeah,
you
exactly.
were just
Time's
like
running
a
out.
little kid. You were just like, no, I will put my hands wherever I want it, and if I want to put on my units, I put on my units.
Well, time is of the essence here, Renee, because you've got to get those spells out while the troops are still alive.
But putting the spells just everywhere doesn't fix the problem.
Well, I've spammed troops my whole Clash career, so I figured it would work again.
I'm pretty sure that we wouldn't even have won Season 2 even if we had Galadon. Galadon, can you bring me...
40-something%. Let's go.
We
They can't
decided,
beat
we
that.
decided that before the show who's playing with us.
Okay.
It might be a mistake because we're actually playing with Pekin. The
Okay.
MVP of the day.
MVP of today.
And Yi. Can you quickly get them?
Yeah,
That would be great. Because I can't stand you at the
Thanks
desk
again,
anymore.
Renee.
Yeah. Thanks for all your work and your great execution of my strategy.
All right, you
Thanks,
guys are
man.
up. Best of luck.
That was
Pekin. Titanic.
horrible. What? Hi, welcome
I like
to the
to
desk.
hear.
Come to the desk. Let's go
Howdy.
in the middle. We need a microphone for you guys, so we actually know. Just so that you know, one of you guys has to be the eyes, one of you guys have to be the hands. Who is it?
I will be the hands.
You will be the hands.
The guy, the eyes, yeah.
All right. Did you ever play like this?
No. No.
No experience. That might help us a bit. You saw we did an impressive 41%.
42.
42. Is that the strongest challenge you ever faced?
No, I prepared to make another triple today.
Oh, even in Clash Challenge?
Yeah.
All right, so please move forward. Whoever is the eyes has to stand in the front. The eyes in the front. Eyes in the front. All right. I'll bring up the attack for you guys. You posted already. That is great. Your units, once again, you can watch it. You're not allowed to watch the screen. You know that. Don't cheat. And off we go.
All right, get ready for the reach around.
Yeah,
Here it
reach
comes.
around. And oh, look at that.
It's
That
getting
is
a little
like
handsy on the bottom.
yeah,
Oh, he's
they're
fine.
helping each other out a bit. No, that is no.
Whoa, no.
Wow.
No.
得啦得啦，
嗱，OK，呢個咩嚟㗎
pick 啊，
？OK，落
落嚟
哦，OK，
掂掂，咪俾電刀上啲，
啊，OK，得
上啲唔得，上啲，
得
You haven't deployed a single troop yet.
再上啲，
，OK，
未啊，唔夠上啊，
得，
再上，得啦，出嚟啦，
Here we go.
係跟住，
呢個係拳擊手，
係得，
點出去得，
跟住呢個咩啊？
Looks way more relaxed than our attack, I have to say.
好啊，
得，
右邊，女巫，得，
Hang
右
on.
邊，戰車，撳啊，
This looks pretty good, actually.
右邊，扭，
得，
右邊，
得，
呢個係玉永，李永，防左邊，
Okay.
左邊，
Does he say
你
soybeans?
放左邊，
I don't think so.
右手左邊係女王，右手左邊，
得，
未，右手，
得，
右手，
右手，
得，唔係，
Get the queen, man. She's ready to rumble.
得，出嚟啦，未出嚟，你翻去，
You can do
唔係
it.
你冇錢，
No.
Surrender
Don't
is okay.
surrender.
Yeah, surrender is
冇錢出
okay.
嚟，
What surrender？
你食指攞落去，右手往左移，右手嘅
How
冇，
does the roof look like? Is it great?
Yeah。
咪 腰
Don't
左边
distract him,
左边
Renee.
腰稍
Ant's got some tough
右手
business
食
here.
指的左
You
边
still have both your heroes. Get the heroes in there.
往左边走。
The war is just wait for it. Wait for it.
慢慢来，
32.
不，还有1分钟，不紧张。你右手食指放在
Look,
这
they're not
往左移
panicking like Galadon.
往左移，再往左移，点出来，不，没点到，点再左边一点点，点出来，放出去，没有，就你食指右手食指放下去就可以了，然后点回去，再点回对，我要放进来，你不要。
Uh-oh.
Oh, the
Taking
Queen's
damage.
time, the Queen's time, the
Taking
Queen's time!
fire! No!
Oh, she died.
This is why you always play your Barbarian
You
King
等等，
in front of your
左
archer.
边，左边，左边，左边
You，could have told me that before I went into that attack, by the way.
左边，再左边。
Hey, that's a lesson you
这
just have to learn for
个
yourself,
是男
Renee.
王。
Okay.
等等，
可以，我建议你这
my God,
右手
we
那
might
个
actually
中指那里
win.
下去，
Yeah, we might win.
右手中指，
34%.
你
Wait for
你又
it.
点回去了，左边
Tornado
左边，
trap
等
celebration.
下左边，你要点出男王，左边，
等等，
这点可以了，你往
40 seconds.
往右边点出去，右
Don't get nervous
I can
now.
do it. I can do it. Okay.
Yeah, don't get nervous.
Yeah,
Don't get nervous.
it's just 40
Don't get nervous.
seconds.
It's okay. You got this. You got this.
32 now.
Keep going.
32.
One more.
你要
Okay.
你要点男王出来。
You're gonna want to play your Barbarian King. You still haven't played the Barbarian King.
Okay.
左边
Don't help
左
him,
边
don't help. We make it.
不要动了，不然
等等，
中指向上移一点，放，点出去。
Oh,
在下面，
the Barbarian King is still not deployed. Still not deployed.
哒哒哒，按
Oh, it's finally
Wait.
down.
Last 10 seconds.
哒哒。
Last 10 seconds.
Oh,
no.
Come on, defense.
等等，哦，等等，我真的
Casters win.
Yes!
Turns out the
Galadon,
spray and pray method
you did
works
it.
every once in a while. 60% of the time, it works
Oh my
every
god.
time.
I can't believe it. We actually won a real challenge and we nearly did not distract you. So,
All we had to do was play the most ridiculous version of Clash of Clans that we could possibly think of.
So, is there a personal problem between you and the Barbarian King or why you was not allowed to play?
I think we have some problem with communication because he's trying to tell me that I should use our left finger or our right hand, and so we gonna mess up. Yeah.
All right. You know, we do Clash challenges every single time. That means you guys should probably look into all the weird ideas we might have to play against you because right now you are trailing 1-0. We won.
Okay, but we will beat you finally. Okay.
Oh, wow. Losing and then coming around like, we will beat you. You know, because actually, winning Clan War Leagues is, you know, but winning Clash Challenge, that's where it's at. That is where it's at. Thank you for being here. Thanks. It was a remarkable win. Obviously, we knew from the beginning because we had a solid strategy, a great execution by Galadon, who was always on point, knew exactly what I was doing. I had that great vision of the big strategy, the overall picture, and we managed to win.
And I stood here yelling at both of you.
You did well.
Yep.
Yeah.
You did really well. You're like the voice in my mind that normally sings the title song of Tetris. Okay.
The what?
The title song of Tetris? Tetris?
Oh. That
So
one?
we turned what looked like a Gala fail into a Gala win.
Wow,
A
he
caster win.
now puts his name on everything.
It's not a would fail, it's a would win.
No, it does not sound as good as Galadon. That's the upside. Like, his name is really meant for this.
Oh.
But never mind. Day
What
one.
about a Renee fail?
Renee, that
you like
does
the
not
sound
work.
of that? No?
I mean, my nickname is G-Runner, but even that
G-Runner
doesn't
fail?
help. No.
The G-Runner win?
No, never mind. Day one is in the books. We saw a great win of the green soybeans. They managed to score more than 30 stars. I think it was 33 in the end, with a last attack having 3 stars for Peck, and that was a great ending. Obviously, I thank you guys for being here, Galadon and Woody, for finishing day one with me. I hope you liked it.
It was a blast. Fantastic performance. And this just, again, the first day. Really excited to see what the next 6 wars have in store.
The best clash in anywhere in the entire known universe. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here at 1300 hour Eastern European time. I'm sure you can confirm those details, Renee, but it's been a pleasure casting with you, Galadon. Thank you very much today. And Renee, thanks for hosting as well. You've done a great job.
What is Eastern European time?
Or Central European time? I'm not quite sure.
How about same
One or the
time
other.
tomorrow?
We're pretty
as
close.
today?
Yeah. I will fix that. No worries, I will fix it. So it's tomorrow, 1 p.m. CET. That is slightly different to what we did the previous seasons.
Yeah.
Obviously, want to make sure that everyone over there in China can also watch their team playing. We will be back tomorrow with the best Clash of Clans available, not just in the known universe, as Woody said, but also in the unknown. I'm pretty sure that every alien out there is watching right now. So make sure that you're ready for tomorrow, 1 p.m. More Clash of Clans, more Clan War Leagues. My name is Renee, and I see you there.
Good stuff.
冰人的话呢，我个人觉得是一个很特别的兵种，因为它并不是特别的具有坦度，也不是有一个特别高的攻击力输出的单位，但它有个很特别的，就是可以冰冻它周边的防御，所以我觉得它可以用来放在援军里面。无论是作为进攻或者防守的一个补充，都是一个非常好的功能性的兵种。
我觉得冰人在防御某一种流派的时候比如说天女蓝炮女巫流的时候，它是一个比较有用的防御兵种。然后在进攻的时候，它可以起到一定的作用，比如说进去冰住敌人的一些防御，但是主要就是支援作用了，不能做主力。
把冰人派上用场，我觉得就是如果把它放进那个守军城堡里面，就可以很大程度上让对方比较困难吧。因为对方攻进我来的话，会受到冰人的干扰。冰人他死亡之后，他会释放一种冰的技能，就会把敌方的部队动好像6.5秒左右吧，是这样的时间吧。
我现在用冰人的话，可能会用它来防守，它会有一些就是出其不意的效果。比如说，如果说你塞2个冰人1个小龙宝宝，因为现在比较流行这种就是镜像飞艇的打法嘛。如果说你塞2个冰人的话，对手如果用矿工收尾的话，那么他就完蛋了。就是出其不意的这种用法可能还会比较多，因为刚出来也没有太多的研究。
其实这个问题的话，我不能给很好建议，因为我自己用的还不是很多，而且冰人它是地面的兵种，那我自己玩的话也是以空军为主。冰人如果要用的话，我一般是前戏，就是前面，我们一般称为前面的部分和后面的部分，在2个加一起是一个完整的一个打法。那前面的部分我要用的话，也会用在前面的部分。如果要使用冰人的话，我们要计算他这个冰人他这个血量能不能让他进去，让他进去就是让他到达关键的防御建筑面前，然后他会释放自己的冰冻效果，看他这个冰冻效果能不能取得很好的作用吧。如果能够取得很好的作用，那我们是可以使用它的。
有效的吗？我觉得那个冰人移动速度太慢了，跟不上大部队的节奏，所以我感觉没什么，不知道哪个配兵能用得到这个新的冰人吧。
Bye.